Okay, this message is for the collective, okay? And for the chosen ones, because I'm not saying it's easy to walk around here and choose to be accepted, to have been chosen by Yahweh, okay? That's not an easy thing to go ahead and say yeah to. So, dang. Sorry. I got distracted. Hold on. Just hold on. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. And this is my perspective. This is some of what I receive when I meditate. And this is how I stay away from it. 1, we all know this is a distraction. 2, it is the nation. And if you don't know who the nation is, you really need to read the book of Chronicles and the book of Zechariah. And I'm forgetting another book in the Word. But by now, we should all have an idea of who the nation is. One nation, under God, indivisible. So, under God. Who's under God? Right? And I'll leave it there. But what I wanted to share with you is there is a hierarchy. And we know that with hierarchies, there's always someone at the top, right? Always know that. All right? So that's number 1. Okay, number 2. Diddy didn't just pick this up. He was groomed. And what I got from this whole thing from start to finish with his, situation with his ex-girlfriend up until now, that man wanted to really pull hip-hop and bring hip-hop and make hip-hop what it is today. Unfortunately, he had a bunch of groomers who showed him the grooming that they were learned and taught by, and this is my opinion, I think Hugh Hefner, and I also believe that the infamous Clive Davis taught them these habits, which would be Russell Simmons, and I believe his name was Andre Harrell, all right? And Diddy probably didn't want to do that, but he said for his family, for the culture, he's going to do it. He went too far. He couldn't handle it. He got too heavy with all what came with it. Remember, he chose this. We have free will. We can choose whether we want to do things a certain way or not. And guess what? That was what he chose, right? But at the end of the day, they always have to diminish and tear down the legacy of a black, strong person. Now, I'm not at all defending dude. I'm just saying, as a Nubian, as a non-white, they do that because the person behind it all is usually always white, okay? They are the ones that have the money. So let's keep that in mind as we harness through as much as we can this dilemma that is affecting our hip-hop culture. Okay, this is what I think. It's affecting me because I love hip-hop. I'm from New York City. I love the music. Brooklyn, right? Biggie, Diddy. It was what it was. And I'm heartbroken by it. But we have to remember there's a culprit. And the one who is at the center, the one that is hierarchy, the one who's at the top, I believe, is Clive Davis. And I believe that him and Hugh Hefner taught Bill Cosby and Russell Simmons and Andre Harrell, and they taught Diddy, and Diddy taught Usher, and Usher taught blah, 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 and blah. So before we start pointing fingers, we know the act was wrong, but who taught the sin? Who taught it? Who passed it down? Because we didn't come from that. We didn't come from orgies. We didn't come from that. Most of what we sit here and celebrate all through the year, holidays, is pagan, and pagan is Canaanites, and Canaanites are, and they are a nation, and I ain't gonna say no more because Instagram, this is for purposes only, and I'm having a ball. I don't know what I'm talking about. Have a great day, but if you're gonna go ahead and engrope yourself in it, keep that in mind because it's just a distraction. Stay focused and remember what you're working on because you don't want to come back.